Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray and Odie. It is mighty cold this morning as we start this out at 29 degrees.
Whew. It was a little nip in the air when I walked outside this morning.
I told Odie a second ago I couldn't stop yawning, and I said I did wake up at 2.
Yeah, I told him. He said, I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. And I said, well, I'll answer that question for you. Yeah, 2 o'clock did.
Woke up just a tad early to come in.
You should have slept good with all that good food we had in our belly.
We did. We had some great food. We're going to tell you about all of that this morning. We got some great cooks, and we're such suckers for food.
We so good.
Like,
here, we know how to get y'all over here.
Yeah, that does happen quickly, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here what all is happening this morning. This is, I guess, they're calling him the glitter bomber. He's kind of taking things into his own hands in San Francisco after so many car burglaries. A guy decided to put a backpack next to a window in a car, and he's done it like 25 to 30 times. And it tracks where it goes, and when they open it up, glitter goes whoosh, in the air. I think it has a video camera hidden, and he watches the whole thing.
And you can't get that out of your head.
No, you can't. 25 times the car has been stolen or broken into.
Do you remember that show that came on about the car that the cops would rig up, and then after they got in it and stole it, they'd hit disable and lock it?
That would work pretty good here, I bet.
All you got to do is pull up to a gas pump, leave it running, 5 minutes, you'd have someone in.
You sure would. I wonder if they thought about that.
You want me to answer that one too?
Call the chief, tell her. Say, why don't y'all try this? I'm game. Me and you'll sit around the corner and watch.
We'll record it.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Go live on the scene, Scotty Ray and Odie with the first car dabber.
They're locked in there. It would be hilarious, and y'all know it would happen. I know where we would start. Highway 19.
Well, yeah, that'd be the start of it.
We're getting into a world here in the States that if you don't get your way, then you push your way around. A basketball coach was attacked. He put a kid on the bench after the game. He and his brother jumped the coach and beat him up outside after the game because he got benched. Odie! Are we not teaching in the home right from wrong? Is that it?
The home?
Most
of them don't have a home.
That may be the problem.
They got a place to call,
but their home
but there's no home.
Their home is truly a gang, is what you're pointing out, being influenced by others.
Yeah, with no one leading the way. I mean, I've known a bunch of people that this one cat, smart as a whip, should be an instructor at something like MIT.
That's smart, huh?
You know, that's smart. Should be working for major corporations from here, but had no one to say, look, I'm going to ride in this car while you drive it to make sure you stay on the right road.
Yeah.
He was just given a go-kart to go anywhere he wanted to go, and now, I mean, he's still young. He's in his 20s, I guess. He's still young. He's still got time, but where he's going is towards a road that leads nowhere. From a little bit of guidance from home, and he could have been anything he wanted to be because he is that smart.
That was in Houston, Texas, where that took place. On another note, dealing with, and this just gets bad to even say as we go to our next basketball moment, 3 referees got in a big fight right out in the middle of the court there in front of 6th graders.
The referee?
The referees, all three of them tied up. There's a picture there, Odie, just in case you wanted to. They just couldn't get along with one another.
What if it's a video?
It's a video somewhere, and they just going at it with each other. Now, what caused it? That was it a
I
call?
said he
I
was
don't know.
walking. No, he wasn't.
And then the punches started coming there. Some things you just can't explain. But yet again, setting a bad example for kids. If you're going to, as adults, y'all keep that in mind. As adults, if you got a disagreement, do it away from kids. At least do that part.
Like at these Pee Wee baseball games.
Oh, boy.
Like every child on there is going to be a pro. Y'all come on.
Yeah, they think it.
Yeah. What, 1% of the people who play baseball move on to make a living at it?
It's very few. Yeah, I was horrible at it.
I wasn't that good either. I still played.
Had fun, but
I had fun.
I was bad. I was bad. They wouldn't have Red Rovered me over nowhere. Just didn't quite turn out to be my thing.
No.
So, I brought up a while ago to where, on the 630 show, to where these larger corporations are showing that theft is up by making you scan it yourself. How do you feel about that? Are you for that or against it? Is it a quick way to get out of a store, or is it being abused?
Well, it's being abused. I like the option to have that if you've got 1, 2, or 3 items.
Kind of like that 10 items or less, the speedy.
And I still think they ought to keep it. Maybe one of those. And then if you don't have but a couple, you run in there, grab something, you run back out. Okay, let me get this. But if you require a buggy to go shop for a week's worth of groceries,
and then have to scan it,
and then you have to scan it,
you're getting it.
I'm telling you, Walmart. I hope another grocery store comes in here, and I hope you're sitting there like Play-Doh. What are we going to do now? We done pushed all our customers away. Because I think it's 100% being abused. There's no discount.
Nope,
The prices didn't go down, but the jobs have left. So what are we gaining? We're gaining absolutely nothing.
And
Now,
they're
you want to
gaining.
give me 10% off, I might swipe some stuff. But they're the only ones. Walmart's the only ones making out on that deal.
And did you notice here locally that Lowe's has gone to, I think there's one checkout now.
I'm telling you.
And what they're seeing nationwide is theft, to where people don't swipe all of the items there and out the door they go. And it's starting to be a huge, costly mistake for them.
Well, and I don't condone this. You do yourself. Me and Amy went to the Walmart, and I got something. Well, the only thing was open was one of those self-checkouts. And
Right.
So I went through and got it. Well, they don't have a bag for it. This was a big item.
So you had to put it in the buggy.
So it was on top of the buggy, and I go to push it out, and that lady says, "Can I see your receipt?" And I held it up. She said, "I need to see your receipt." Should have checked me out. I'm not stopping for you to check my receipt. Now, you can go back and look at cameras if you want, but I'm not stopping to show you a receipt because you failed to put me through this. And if people are stealing, I ain't condoning that, and I think that's sorry, and you ought to go to jail for it. But here the fact of the matter is, nobody give no training.
No, they're not teaching us. And I'll be honest about this. I've been there doing items, and sometimes it misses something.
Yeah.
It does. And then that little lady walks over that's been hiding.
You need some help with it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it won't work no more.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
But that's a world that we're going to. And now here's another one. If you're going to do that, and I kind of like what Sam's does, if you go in there to where if you're going to do that, you don't have to stand in line. You take your phone and just go across the product, and then you show your phone when you check out. Now, that's different.
I didn't know anything about that until me and Amy went in there.
Did y'all do it?
Yeah. So she'd done it, and I hadn't. So she grabbed the item, boom, stuck it in the buggy, and we shot. We get something else, boom, stuck it in the buggy. When we get through, she said, "Is that it?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't need nothing else." "All right, well, let's go." And off through the door, she's walking. I said, "What are you doing?" She said, I said, "We got to pay for this." She said, "It's already paid." And I'm like, "What? Huh? Where?" Because we ain't stood in no line.
Now, the problem would be is how you take that off, because I'd never know. Go, "Ooh, I didn't want that." I don't know what you'd do.
Ooh.
Now,
That's
I'm
a
sure
good question.
Angie's already figured that out, and probably Amy as well.
Yeah.
You and I would stand there going, whoo.
Well, I bought 2 of them.
We'll be right back. Y'all put a smile on. We're having a great time.
Yeah.
It is a cool morning, 29 with Scotty Ray and Odie as we start your Tuesday morning here at The Report. Have you seen the selection of cars and trucks at Massey's Supermart Auto Sales lately? How about a Grand Cherokee Jeep 4x4 Limited? They've got that in white and also gray. They have a like-new 2021 Wrangler Unlimited 4x4. Or maybe your family needs room. Have you checked out the Ford Expedition lately? 1023 Highway 39 Bypass, Massey Supermart Auto Sales.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Have you heard? Broadmoor Wine and Spirits is under new management. Now, they're conveniently located at 4900 Poplar Springs Drive, open Monday through Saturday from 10 until 9 for your convenience. They have such a large selection of wine and spirits. That's mixed drinks, boxed wines, brands that you're familiar with. Our shelves are stocked. Come by and let us earn your business. That's Broadmoor Wine and Spirits, conveniently located at 4900 Poplar Springs Drive. Arlene tells us all you have to do is hit delete on your scanned items and it goes away. And then we had someone else say that Walmart is also going to the scan and go.
That's going to be pretty neat.
Now, the next thing that brings about that, or is it better just to have it where they deliver it to your house and you pay that fee and you just type in what you want and they deliver it to your home? Is that better?
Well, and I've tried the order it and show up and pick it up.
Don't do that at Lowe's.
Those people who...
Don't do that at Lowe's.
Well, I don't want to do it at Walmart no
it'll
more.
take you longer to get it than if you just went in and bought it.
Well, now you order this and pick a time for tomorrow to go pick it up.
Yeah.
So there's no shopping today. But that's them little people that you run across with them dead-gum carts that's in and out all
They
day
stacking
long
it.
in your way. But they may not put everything in your buggy that you're supposed to have.
So check your order is what you're saying.
Yeah.
But,
But overall, pretty good.
We are going to seriously see over the next 5 to 6 years grocery shopping and things change in the way that you do it in stores and retail stores due to theft and how they handle this. We're going to watch all that closely. As we mentioned, food galore last night, and boy, we sure appreciate an invite when we get one, so we showed up. As we went out to Causeyville to the volunteer fire department, they had their Christmas dinner, and Odie and I got a chance to attend. There we are sitting there. Look at all that food up on the table.
Man, that was good.
It was. We can't say thank you. I got some pictures of the food down in here somewhere. Look at there. Ah, there we go. Look at there, Odie. Takes me back.
Whoo, it was good. We had turkey and ham and turkey.
There's some dessert up in here somewhere that I put some pictures of.
Yeah, we had some dessert. And that was just one of them.
Yeah, it was a table full. So we can't say thank you enough for the invite out.
Yeah, Clarkdale Volunteer Fire Department. Causeyville. Let's see,
I
gets me every time.
thought you were saying Clarkdale was inviting us. That's where I was going.
Oh, maybe that was a subliminal message for the ones in Clarkdale. Causeyville Fire Department, Chief Billy Hegwood and all the guys there. What a wonderful evening it was, and had a good time. Not just the food, but the time with the
absolutely.
firemen there was great.
And I learned a lot about garbology last night.
And we're going to have the garbologist on, Lauderdale County's very own garbologist. Will be on scene. That's, he goes by Oscar One.
Oscar One's been working on fingerprinting.
And some other DNA samples.
DNA samples of tracking down. And what we're talking about is people that just dump their stuff in the middle of the road and drive off. Boy, he's busy. It's kind of like he's got one of those TV shows like out in Houston to where you go to jail longer for dumping something than murder. He's on it, though. I'm telling you, he's cracking down on it now.
He's got to be something, because I don't know where he gets all his camera footage yet. You know, every time somebody dumps,
he's on it.
He's on it, and there's cameras
Yeah.
right there. He knows And he's getting some stuff cleaned up, and especially when you're talking the cost to clean that up, they're gonna come out of your back pocket.
Yep. And that is the taxpayers' money is what it is. And he's working hard on this. I got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, kudos.
So he's going to come in next week. Maybe we'll find out where no cameras are.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So we could take some stuff. It's going to be cheaper to spend your $10 to take it to a landfill than have Oscar One come get you.
That's absolutely right there. We go to Newton County next. As we remember the charges that were put out, now they're official. Guilty plea has been put as we pull this up. Former Newton County dispatcher guilty of embezzlement. Shad Wyden made the announcement yesterday that Shannon Taylor of Newton County had pled guilty. She got a letter demanding $16,000 in repayment, and it all boils down to timesheets of not filling those out correctly, maybe adding a little bit more to it than you were there.
After the supervisor had approved it.
A little bit of a change.
Yeah, I hate that.
So that's what went on in Newton County. And again, keep in mind, Newton, the dispatch is separate than the sheriff's department. They're not one and the same in Newton County. Right. That's totally separate, hired by someone else.
And same here.
Same in Lauderdale County?
Yeah. E911 is separate, not connected with the sheriff's department.
When this first broke out yesterday, I was told that a deputy's or a city cop's house had been shot up in Morton, Mississippi, as we were starting investigating, and everybody was convinced of it. Well, it turned out to be in front of his house or beside it. A neighbor involved, someone was shot in the chest in Morton yesterday and flown to a hospital. It did not include a city official or cop. But that's what happened there. As we go to our friends at Dark Horse Press, you can read the story here out of Jackson of what actually went on there. Flown to UMMC, drive-by shooting right there in Morton. And that's close to home. And you think, well, no, it's not. This happens in Meridian also. We have just been very fortunate in Meridian that the people doing this really aren't good shots. A little bit better over there to the left. And you know that as well as I do. That's what's going on.
You can't. I'd rather teach y'all how to shoot than you just shoot wildly and not hit nothing. But
it becomes just.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Well, why do you think they put sights on top of a gun?
Yeah,
because they're supposed to be on top.
They don't know. But I've always been told that you see that in the movies and people are replicating that. And then another thing said, well, it comes out of the box that way, and that's why people do that. Now, whether or not that's true.
I mean, in the movie, you can curve a bullet. Have you seen that?
They even done that with that JFK thing.
Yeah. And then it went in, came out, went around.
Went around the car, come back, and there's still only one person, we're told.
Yeah.
Didn't have nothing to do with anybody on a knoll or anything like that.
No.
No.
You know, talking about shooting and a cop. We saw somebody last night.
We sure did.
That was great to see. Deputy Jai Leach was out last night. Got to see him, talk to him. Brother, our prayers are still continuing. You're doing great.
He looked really good. And what we're referring to is the Lauderdale County deputy who was shot in the line of duty, about 3 weeks ago?
About 2 or 3? Yeah, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Doing great. God was with him. Had his hand on him, and
sure did.
It was wonderful to see him last night and out and about. So, man, that is great.
Odie, which day is it that we've got Rush coming?
Oh, tomorrow.
So yeah, we're going to be tomorrow talking about bridges. We're getting a lot of questions about that. Thank you, Arlene.
Yeah.
Rush will be here tomorrow. He's the road manager for Lauderdale County, and he will talk about that and give explanations that we just don't know.
This goes real deep. It's just not sitting up going, okay, go fix that. There's a lot to that, and he's going to explain it. You'll be surprised on why it takes so long and who's really not in control of that.
Yep, all that's coming tomorrow. We had a fender bender, so to speak, yesterday. It came out as possible injuries. We showed up on the scene there. I didn't get run off from this one as we look here. Metro was involved. We also see Meridian Police Department, several of them on duty there directing traffic. A little fender bender there. This would be right up from Anderson's Hospital, right near the dentist. That used to, that's a business. That had to be a beautiful home in its day.
Yes.
And I can't think of the name of the business, but I see it often as I pass by. But happened right there. Meridian Fire Department showed up to do their part in the job, and everybody did there. But Fender Bender and Metro was there to check everybody out in a situation like that.
It doesn't look like it's real bad. No wreck is good.
Right, but it could have been a lot worse,
Could
as
have
we
been
all
a
know.
lot worse.
See, that's going to bug me now. I'll figure out what the name of that is. But that was, I'm telling you, that was a beautiful home in its day. That area of town was known as, was it the Silk? It had a nickname, that street did.
All the way down.
You know, the house on the corner that sits across from Anderson's that's an apartment now,
Vincent Apartments.
that was a railroad guy's house that originally built it for Meridian, if I remember correctly. It was a railroad president or something. A lot of rich history down that street, and well, as time goes, they disappear and disappear as they say progress comes.
Yeah, because those hospitals started out as this,
Yeah, and have grown.
man.
Yeah, we'll be right back. We're going to tell you about, well, a contest that has been done away with.
Silk stocking.
Am I right?
There we go.
Silk stocking. I thought
Barbara knows it.
that little area had that name. It was beautiful. Scotty Ray and Odie will be right back to tell you about the contest that has been canceled. Fundraiser in Meridian. Why? We'll tell you the details next as the day starts.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
The staff at the Little Griddle in downtown Marion would love to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Make plans to join the Griddle in 2024 for a great hamburger or anything you might need. Again, we wish you a Merry Christmas from the Little Griddle. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Welcome back, Scotty Ray and Odie, as we begin this Tuesday morning. Still cool outside, 29 right now, and it's been kind of going up 28, 29. LaWanda said that Electric Mills also had a silk stocking row as well.
Well, isn't that something? Electric Mills, almost, well, it is right inside Kemper County, isn't it?
Well, it's way in Kemper County. It's almost
Was
to
it that
Scuba.
far?
And if you've never seen the pictures of what used to
I'm
be.
lost.
Yeah, it was bigger than Meridian at one point.
They still got that big furniture store over there, don't they?
No, it went out of business. And technically, that's more Scuba than Electric Mills. Electric Mills had a
Okay.
hospital, theater. They had movie theaters. I mean, it was,
Really?
sidewalks still go in the middle of nowhere out through there. They just done one
wow.
thing wrong. They forgot to replant the trees after they cut them, and so after they cut them all, there was nothing to do, and the mill closed down. It was
Didn't
something
have
else.
anything for work.
They had electricity when no one else did. Electric Mills had their own
Huh.
money. Doogaloos.
And it all went to.
So you got to replant. Think about tomorrow.
You got, yeah. That's,
As we mentioned, contest has been canceled in Meridian. It was a fundraiser. And let me show you the flyer, and I'll read you what I know. Now, I have not spoken to the mayor myself, but I've had other people confirm this as we find out that, well, the next pet mayor has been canceled. It was a fundraiser to help out downtown there, to where I think that the cost was $50 to nominate your pet to be mayor. And as the story goes, if you were looking forward to the election of Meridian's first pet mayor, you'll have to wait a little bit longer. A concept proposed by the East Mississippi Development Corporation to raise money for support of downtown has been canceled. Those who had paid already will get their money back from the donations. No official word from EMDC on the reason. However, multiple people have confirmed that the Meridian Mayor Jimmy Smith took extreme offense to the contest and said, we're not doing it.
so this was separate from making fun of the mayor.
It was not making fun of it was a cute contest to raise money for downtown. And some are saying the mayor got all bent out of shape over it.
I mean,
But-
they've done similar things like this
Yes, we
in
have.
other cities. And
But I have also heard on another note that the mayor of Marion has reached out and said, "Hey, Marion would love to do this to raise money if y'all want to do this." We'll see. It's a contest. It helps things. And you get bragging rights. My pet's the mayor.
Alabama wouldn't have anything if it wasn't Coach Saban.
Well, Bear Bryant would like to argue with you.
Well, now that was
That's what I heard.
yeah. Ole Miss needs to do whatever we can do to keep Lane Kiffin because he can build a dynasty there if we keep him.
All right.
Marion, I don't know what y'all gonna do. I don't know how y'all can do it, but y'all better not let this mayor go.
He's good.
Let me tell you, he has done some work over there, and I don't know how you can beg, plead, bargain, borrow, anything, but Larry Gill, the mayor of Marion, has stood up and done so much work for Marion. He even said he was going to annex Meridian.
That's what I'm all about. Maybe that's the key to it.
You know?
Because let me tell you, talk about a police department that is jam up. You just don't get any better than that police department.
No, that man has stood up and said, "I want to be your mayor, and I'm going to work." And did he? Wow! So there you go, pups. Let's have a puppy dog mayor of Marion.
Yeah, let's
That'd
see
be
where this
great.
goes there. That would be good. So that's the news this morning as you're waking up around town. Now, if I'm wrong in any way, please someone contact me. We'll be glad to make a correction in any shape, form, or way. We've had some break-ins, and we just have to tell you, I'm going to show you this, Odie,
Yeah,
as we pull this picture. What is that right there?
that is an unbreakable lock.
Yep, and it has been breakable. As we'll show here that, well, we've had some sheds broken into. And what's that right there?
Ooh, that's another hasp.
That's coming back. That somebody had their stuff stored and it's been broken in 2 or 3 times. If you see something, you're driving down at night and it doesn't look right, call someone. Say, I see something looks suspicious.
If somebody's got a grinder out,
Yeah, there's sparks flying.
might be a reason to say, "Hey, man, look, I'm going to call the police, and we just going to sort this out, because if you're who you are, cool. If you're not, yeah, if you've got a storage unit, go by and check on it every now and then."
Yeah, doesn't hurt a bit there. We did have a little accident yesterday afternoon on Poplar Springs Drive. Also, it'd be a 2-vehicle accident there near Dr. Wood's office, right along in there on Poplar Springs Drive. Nice fella. I saw him a few months ago. I saw this. Clark County Hot Topics posted it, and I didn't realize it was Australia that was doing this, but they paint. It's a good idea.
Yeah, luminescent paint.
Yeah, on the.
On
You'd
the
sure be able to
tunnel?
see it when it's raining better, wouldn't you?
I think that's awesome.
Look at Australia coming up with stuff.
Yeah, they're more progressive than anybody else.
That's I've never even thought about that.
You know, all we've got is that little glass sprinkle beads that we put in there so you can kind of see the white line a little bit.
But y'all all know this, when it's raining real hard and you can't see the road, you follow
Yeah.
that line on the edge of the road to make sure that you're on it when you're driving slow. And I don't even pay attention to the middle because I'm trying to stay away from them.
Yeah,
We'll see where that goes.
that'd be nice.
It would be. And eventually roads will change. Y'all think about this.
You know, they're starting to add plastic into the asphalt.
What's that do?
You know, it's harder and it lasts longer and it makes a better surface that doesn't degrade as bad over time.
And I don't know what the expense on this is, but I've been to many wreck scenes where you were at, and that cable that they now put up does stop a car from jumping into the other lanes on the other side.
Yeah, it tears your car up, but you shouldn't have hit it in the first place.
Right,
but
but
it
it-
saves lives.
It does. Now, I don't know what the
Yep.
cost would be to run that down the entire interstate, but man,
You know, in some parts, and yeah, you do look at cost, but after you've lost a life, you start looking and saying, okay, what can we do? And then you start thinking, hey, let's put this out. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but we will save the life, because you cannot put a price on a life.
speaking of, have you tried it yet? Have you been turned around by Dairy Queen on Highway 39
No.
near BMW?
I hadn't tried that.
It's a lot better. It's not the 50 cars can't pile up in the middle anymore. You know how they would run out there?
Yeah, then you didn't have nowhere for you to go.
I think that's going to be great.
Nice little J-turn, and
that's money well spent there. That was a busy intersection that something was always happening. And it keeps cars from darting.
right across.
Yeah,
I remember when they used to have the walkway up there.
I do too.
Yeah.
Why'd that go away?
They were going to. Nobody used it, so they took it down, and the reason they took it down was to move to College Park, to go from College Park Shopping Center over to the dorms of MCC.
Yeah.
So nobody would cross Highway 19 going from the dorms to school. It never got put up. It was took down and stuck off to the back.
So we could use it as a bridge somewhere.
Well, yeah.
It'd end up at a deer camp.
You know,
We can reuse that, grab it.
probably where it's at. Don't let that go nowhere. And they wouldn't have used it.
Scotty Ray and Odie, good morning to you. It is Tuesday. We'll be right back with this day in history in just a moment. Southern Accents Boutique, located on Dell Drive in downtown Marion, has the largest selection of Christmas decor. If you need a Christmas gift, drop in and see the girls today. From Christmas sweaters to jeans and shirts, names that you'll recognize when it comes to jewelry, and hobo purses that you'll love. Don't forget a large selection of furniture also located there. Ask Santa, he'll tell you. It's the largest selection of Christmas decor. That's Southern Accents Boutique, downtown Marion on Dale Drive. Drop in today.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
For a child will be born, for us a son will be given to us, and the government will be on his shoulders. He'll be named Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Reed Tree Service.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie as we begin this adventure today. All is kind of calm now. It's a Tuesday before anything has happened.
Yeah, Tuesday. Hump day's tomorrow. Friday's coming. Just hang on.
Have you been, because I haven't, you been Christmas shopping yet?
No.
No. It's still time, isn't it?
I've thought about it.
Yeah. No reason to get in a hurry, is it?
Why you want to rush it?
I'm with you on that. Let's go back in time. Let's go back to 1915. Now, he wasn't my style, but a lot of you love this guy. He had a style that was all his own. Anybody remember the name Frank Sinatra?
Man.
He was born on this date. He would bring us Nancy, as we all remember her.
I tell you, he could dance it now.
He could. It wasn't my kind of dancing, but,
No.
you know, there's a lot of you that did like it.
Dancing in the rain.
That was his favorite, wasn't it?
Yep.
This guy may have been on The Price is Right, but it was his role in, what's his name, the golfing show.
Yeah.
With
got
Adam.
Adam Sandler in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all know what it was, where he ran up to the ball.
Yeah, and they had the big fight on the golf course, and that's what I really...
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker was born on this day back in 1923. Happy Gilmore, that's what it was. He was really good in that.
He whooped Gilmore's butt.
He did, all over that golf course.
Oh, man, you can't make it up.
And he'll always be remembered for his Price is Right ladies.
They'll always remember him, too.
Wasn't it Nancy Reagan that really liked this lady so much that she would call her to seek advice? Am I not
I
mistaken?
think it was old Deanne.
Yep, 1940, Dionne Warwick was born on this date. She would later be known as the, what to the stars? The psychic to the stars.
I wonder if she knew when her birthday was going to be.
That's a good question. So have you ever been to a palm reader or anybody that does that, Odie?
So I had never been to one.
Okay.
But I've interviewed one. And we were talking to this lady, and she said, and talking to a family member, she was like, oh, does this mean something to you? And she was like, yeah. Yeah, and I'm sitting back going, okay, look, I mean, I can see
She's fishing.
Yeah, bad. And then she was bringing this up, and this was a fire investigation. And I finally just said, I don't mean any disrespect with this question. I said, I really don't know. But you're asking so-and-so for some answers, and she's giving you some. She said, yes. And I said, can you ask her who caught the house on fire? And she looked at me like, that's not how it works. And I was like, I mean, it was worth it. I don't know how this operates, but you're in mid-conversation with this spirit.
Just go ahead.
Just ask her who did it.
Now, there have been documents, and it does raise a question where people will call the police and say, hey, I had a dream, and what do you think about all that stuff?
You want to say, ain't no way. But now there's this one lady, it's an older lady, and she's done that. The police have called and said, look, this is what I'm working on. And she's like, there's a green sign with a number 12 on it, and there's a pond like 100 yards to the east. She's right beside that pond. And they have looked on maps and found mile marker 12 and found a pond, went out, and there's a body. So
Yeah, I don't know what to say about all that.
you can't just disregard.
Does God give a gift to certain people to help solve things? Does he?
And I could see that. I mean, people say there's no ghost, there's no spirit. Really? There's a Holy Spirit. And if there's a holy one, you better watch out.
There's something bad out there, too.
So, yeah, now this other lady, and she's sitting back going, ching, all the way to the bank. She was not there in my eyes to actually help this woman solve this case or us solve this case. I don't believe that.
God even created nags to save men.
Hey, yeah.
We got
Y'all
something
just don't
wrong. We
know.
go to the correction department as we go back. That was Frank Sinatra was a singer, and it would be, what's his name, Gene Kelly, that was the dancer of Singing in the Rain, the dancing part there. Gene Kelly was the dancer.
That is 100% right.
And it says that Bob Barker had a black belt. Rumor is he
From
barked
Chuck
Chuck Norris. That could be too.
So it fit.
Yeah, there you
Is
go.
that what you say in Alligator?
1955, a big day in Amory, Mississippi today. Why? Guy named Johnny Cash, somebody named Carl Perkins, and another old boy named Elvis Presley showed up at the Armory National Guard to do a concert. That's what would happen on this date back in 1955
And it cost you a whole $1.25.
to get in to see all of that. Can you imagine?
You can't see them on TV for $1.25.
No, you can't. Do you remember this song, 1970? It went number one. Tears of a Clown.
Yeah.
Smokey Robinson. Boy, what a voice he had.
Yes, he did.
One of the best there ever was out there. Smokey Robinson. This was really, really good. The original I really liked. 1972. It hit theaters today. Anybody remember this? It held me all the way to the end.
Yeah.
The Poseidon Adventure, where the ship turns upside down and they're trying to get to the top.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was Red Buttons. Wasn't that his name? I want to say that's who that was.
Might be.
That's just me thinking out loud. I didn't know this for the longest, Odie. When we were growing up, there was a TV show called Blossom, and it was real popular with teenage girls.
Okay, I remember the kids watching it at the house.
Blossom.
I remember Blossom.
What I didn't know was that she grew up to play this part in The Big Bang Theory. Did you know that those two were the same?
idea. No. Huh. And now she's the host of what's that
I have no-
game show that you answer a question with a
Jeopardy?
Jeopardy.
She's on there now?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Because she really is smart.
Blossom. I never would have thunk it.
We
There
got
you go.
another one. The coroner of the great county of Lauderdale has said Fred Astaire was the dancer.
Oh, we've been corrected again?
I reckon so.
As y'all can tell, we don't know much about dancing movies.
know about this one.
Yeah,
You
we
don't
did.
like because you don't like the music.
Yeah, it wasn't my thing, but I do know it was big. As I can see the coroner kind of doing this now that you bring that up. Saturday Night Fever was number one.
Staying alive.
Staying alive. Does he have any gold chains to match that?
Oh, I don't know.
We'll have to see. But
bet he does.
the Bee Gees were on top of their game back in the day on this Saturday Night Fever. John Travolta was the best there.
But now this one you do know.
Still doing time in a honky-tonk prison. Still doing time. Who remembers that? George Jones was at number one on this tape back in 81. One of my favorite songs that he ever did there. Wow. They call me No-Show Jones because I'm very seldom on the stage doing my songs. 1986, this was a bad movie. It was horrible. It was horrible. But for some reason, it's become like a cult classic since it came out. Did I mention it was? And I even made a mistake about the movie not long ago. The Three Amigos.
Oh, man.
They were supposed to go save the town, right?
Yeah. And I forgot where we were. We were somewhere working a scene. And I was hollering, and it was kind of loud. Nobody was paying attention. So I remember this movie. I was, caw-caw! Caw-caw! Well, that didn't help neither.
Oh, Lord. 1987, I was graduating high school. This went number one. Anybody remember a guy named George Michael and Gotta Have Faith? Faith?
Have food.
It was a huge hit. Made him a lot of money there.
Oh, man. Yeah, it did.
1988, this was a big movie also.
Yes.
Anybody remember Rain Man?
And I tell you, Dustin Hoffman played an awesome character.
He did.
I mean, awesome. He should, I don't know if he did or not, but he should have gotten something for that.
Tom Cruise, has he aged a year since then? No, he's got good surgeons. Let's just be
Oh, I
honest.
thought that was the Scientology.
It could be. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm confused.
It's that stuff they put on.
1992, she was lazy. She rarely ever cooked, but she was hot. As
Yeah.
Peg Bundy made the TV guide.
With the big hair. And she was not married to Steven Seagal.
Was that a rumor?
Now, remember I said that one
I
day on
remember
here and got
that.
corrected.
Yeah, everybody come out of the woodwork on
So I
that.
wanted to make sure y'all knew. I remember
But she's
that.
she's been on several shows since then. I don't even recognize her the way she looks now.
No, because her hair's not the big hair.
Yeah.
It's, but yeah.
You have to have
she's
that big
been on some.
70s beehive hair for me to recognize you there, Peg.
That's it.
1996, he made it to the Hollywood Walk of Fame today. Mr. Killing Time, Clint Black made it there. Maybe a lot of country artists have done this, but I'm just not aware of it. Maybe they all get one. But I don't remember seeing Alan Jackson down there.
I don't remember it.
Could have been. This guy played the part of the dad over the top, didn't he?
Yeah. And just funny. Everything he said, it was half dry, but half humor.
Peter Boyle passed away on this day back in 06. He was the dad from Everybody Loves Raymond, and he had to put up with her cooking.
Sure did.
That was a funny show. We would lose one of Mississippi's greatest on today, and I argued, what was it, last week, that this man should have the state song of Mississippi with Roll On Mississippi.
100%.
Why that never happened, we'll never know. Steve Azar got it a few weeks ago, but Charlie Pride, in my opinion, should have the state song, as we lost him today. 3 years ago today, 2020, Charlie Pride passed away. Man, what a singer he was. Anybody
Yes,
going to
he
San
was.
Antonio, Phoenix, Arizona, Mississippi cotton picking Delta town, you walk up and down. Loved all of that. 2007, we would lose him. He was bad to the bone, so to speak.
Yeah.
He'd whoop up on folks. Ike Turner passed away. Ike and Tina were the pair. He
I mean, now they were good,
was kind of like
but
lighter fluid in a match, is the way I would describe it. Kiss an Angel, Good Morning, right, Debbie? That was one of the best that he ever had there.
Kiss an angel, good morning.
And Love Her Like the Devil when you get back home.
Yeah, boy.
Charlie just had so many good songs. Mountain of Love.
Charlie had it.
Yeah, I really liked him. He was a great man.
Yeah.
We'll be right back as we continue all the fun here on an early Tuesday morning with Scotty Ray and Odie. We sure appreciate y'all. If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church, and nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Welcome back as we talk about Snowden and Company. One of our folks has been with us since day one here. When you need a home, that's what they're there for. Professionals here in Meridian. If you've never sat down and talked with them, do so before you buy or sell. Find out why so many of these folks have these signs sticking out front. Great folks and will help you do anything that you need. Now, you've been there before, looking for that perfect piece of land to put the house on. Maybe you need to put a mobile home somewhere. They can find a place that maybe you need one already together, whether it's land, house, or all together, ready to move in. They can do that for you.
And it's not like you having to spend your time going out looking and trying to find something and then calling a realtor to come out and help you.
Right. Just call her and say, I want to put my mother-in-law 80 miles away.
Yeah, upstairs in a small apartment with no vehicle.
She'll do it.
You just tell them what you want. This is what I want. This is how much land, and this is where I want. It's not here, just in Lauderdale County. This is Brandon.
Yeah,
area.
Flowood.
They will go and Flowood. They will go and find what you're looking for, and then you go and sit down with them, and they guide you through all the paperwork. Simple.
See Amanda today. She'll be there through 5 o'clock. Closed on Saturdays by appointment only, and shut down on Sunday. Go to church. See them. Snowden and Company. They'll certainly help you out. What a chilly morning we have had as we begin another gorgeous day. Isn't it a great day to be alive?
Woo, amen. God has made a glorious day.
He has. They had an issue up in Columbus. One of the city councilmen got arrested on drug charges. No word yet if he's going to run next time.
I'm sorry.
Ruh-roh. Columbus, Mississippi. Boy, I bet that's the buzz of Columbus this morning, isn't it? Guess who got arrested last night?
He can't hide.
No, he cannot. And Odie, I remember this was almost a year ago now. This happened in February, and I remember the shooting happening in Mississippi, and I thought, I ain't never heard of that town, ever. And I still can't pronounce it. It's fishing up there. Am I saying this right?
Butler.
Say it.
Arkabutla.
Yeah, what he said. But this involves 6 Mississippians being killed, and it was due to domestic violence to where, and we don't know the real reason that he did it, but he would kill his ex-wife and 5 other people in this small town going door to door. They are considering execution for this man in the great state of Mississippi. It happened in February of this year.
Considering.
That's where it's at. It's headed to court, and we'll see what happens.
It ought not be considered.
I agree with you on that.
It ought to be, here it is.
We'll see what the courts do, but that's what's coming out. 6 people lost their lives.
I wonder what the population in Arkabutla.
You know, we need to look that up, and you spell that Arkabutla.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about how they named that town. Was that you
What
really
all
know
does
somebody's
that mean?
name after someone?
That's got to be something like Nabisco, National Biscuit Company.
Okay.
So it's got to be something like Arkansas, something. It's got to be in the Arkabutla
Yeah,
area. But what's the but for?
I don't know, but I don't even look at any more mug shots this morning because I get tickled.
Y'all go find it. Because
We'll just say it's funny, to say the least, there.
that's not helping his case none. We'll put it that way.
Macon, Mississippi, are y'all watching us? Well, congratulations. You're going to be just like Meridian because your garbage fees are going up. Hubba, hubba, hubba. Meridian jumped up, Lauderdale County jumped up $68, and folks ain't forgot it just yet. A lot of still discussion over that.
You know, I hate paying more money than what I need. But $168 is about half of what everybody else is paying.
With the city,
I'm still good.
in the city paying more than that.
Yeah, $300 a year.
Yeah, so county still cheaper.
Yeah, so I'm okay with that. I'm good. But yeah.
I didn't realize this, but this happened yesterday. Mississippi State, someone was stabbed on the campus. Did you know about that?
No.
They got one person in custody after all this went down. It does involve someone, and they know one another. Is what we're discovering here.
So was friends. I bet they're not anymore.
Yeah, that usually puts a little rump row into friendships there.
Yeah, I mean, we was growing up. We had a beef. We hit one another, and then you,
Talk about the mama.
yeah.
That usually
They
fixed it.
just friends again.
Yeah. Wow. The things that go on. Did you know that Kevin Costner is dating that I think she was a singer, Jewel? Did you know that he's dating her?
No, I didn't. She's a good singer.
And his ex-wife is
pretty.
saying, well, I'm glad he's dating her instead of a bimbo. But Ty Murray? Who's he? Oh, Ty. Okay, I didn't click
Jewel
on-
is? Or was. I
he
hope
did.
she ain't no more.
She got thrown off, and she didn't make it 8 seconds.
Well, maybe Baumgardner and him would get together.
Well, am I not right that Kevin Costner's wife didn't she cause the divorce or something? Didn't she want out or something? No.
She wanted out because he worked too much.
That's it. That's what it was.
Yeah, because she had to have,
Attention.
what was it, $200,000 a month in alimony? How do you think he got the alimony money?
Yeah.
Working.
Staying over a little
I hate
overtime.
that. Oh, so-and-so works so much, I never see him. He's gone 3 weeks out of the month. But you don't work. You've got this huge house. Your kids are in every kind of sport. You've got any kind of car you want.
Me and Odie would have been perfect candidates for Mr. Mom had we could have found the right one. If Angie had ever wanted to venture out and do that, I would have been a great stay-at-home dad.
Yeah, man. I don't do windows.
All right, Florence. If you say so. 7:52. We'll be right back as we continue this morning together. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
Call Patrick Allen Companies.
You buy. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we start this day together. We want to say big shout out this morning to Chad. If you happen to bump into a deer, Woo, Chet's your man. He'll put your car back together like Humpty Dumpty. Great work. You'll find him right there in Center Hill. Drop in and visit Chet and the gang there. They'll give you a price. It's great. Work with your insurance companies, whole 9 yards. As we turn to Hollywood, what we got going on there?
Arkabutla is named for a Chickasaw Indian chief.
So we knew there was something behind it there. And
Now, how'd he get his name?
that's a tough name for me to...
But- I mean, Mississippi's full of Indian names.
it sure is.
So, Jack, thank you for looking that up. I say you looked it up. I don't know. He may already knew that.
yeah. I mean, who else would come up with the name Waholic?
Yeah, because, well, true.
Sugarlock.
Sukalina.
So it's a lot of names here.
Yeah.
I've been often told as a kid that scuba meant muddy water. Boy, they sure didn't lie over that.
Well, Sukalina means part of a pig, I think.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, something with a pig. Part of a
always
pig, a half a pig.
Names were given for what went on there. Like Zero. We have no idea what was going on in Zero at the time, but it got its name.
Well, what about Drip Off Mississippi? Got you on that one.
Yes, you did.
Shucktown's got a history.
No comment from this side of the room.
What about that side of the room? He's doing nothing but laughing.
Increase Mississippi.
Increase.
Mississippi.
There you go.
Yeah.
Possum. I went through Possum, Mississippi over there near Star, Mississippi.
Microwave Johnson said, what about Lick Skillet?
Who approved that road's name? I mean, really.
Yeah.
Smoky Water, Shibuya.
Lost Gap for a compass out. Well, it was named because a railroad was coming from yonder way, and a railroad was coming from yonder way.
See,
And instead of doing that, they did that, and they had lost a gap in between there, so they named that area Lost Gap.
that's not what I heard.
What'd you hear?
I heard it was the fence post that was missing. They go, the gap's missing. Lost gap. That's what I heard.
They put it in terms you can understand.
It's pretty simple. That's that lost gap. Yeah. Put shoulder into it, boy.
Oh, yeah. What Conahatta means little gray skunk.
Do what?
Does it stink over?
Little gray skunk. White skunk, we're being told here by Mark.
All right, white skunk. Why not conserve energy? What about hot coffee or so-so?
Hot coffee, Mississippi. Well, I'm just guessing here that McDonald's would soon come in there. We do have some unique names.
Poor hog. That's right. David, thank you so much. That's what it meant. Poor hog. Sukalina.
Will they pass by and somebody had a poor hog and they named it?
I reckon. Could you see his ribs or something?
It all had a meaning. That's without a doubt.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is going on here.
Ooh, before
What?
we get too far,
What
we ain't
is it?
got long. Matthew Merchant is 15 years old today,
Wow.
and he's getting his driver's license. And if you don't like the way he drives, stay off the sidewalk.
With that, yeah, it'll fix that, won't it?
You'll be all right. Bogflias
Do what?
means long, and bogflower is what I thought it was. Bogflias means long and
Y'all
crooked.
really got into a language that I don't know clearly at this point. We'll have to break out a map here one day and just really get into this.
That's going to be part of our other show.
Yeah. I understand down in Clark County where Roy is, because that's where Roy lives. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
And Harold White.
Yeah.
We need to go check on Harold. And I've
feeling
heard,
okay?
Yeah, I think he's okay, but I think he's getting ready because I want to say Barry's putting on a live nativity scene sometime this week.
At his house?
Yeah, and Harold's going to be part of it.
Boy, I can't wait to go see that. I hope they got hot chocolate there. And I understand that the High Sheriff-elect of Clark County may be here Friday morning.
Oh, that's what I'm talking.
His dad's coming. Let's hope he comes along. Good son comes with his daddy.
On the way over here, if he'll stop
Wear your
and
black hat.
Feed those goats that Barry's got now.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
they're
sir.
not going hungry.
We
So,
see that
yeah.
Chicago over the weekend, we think we had it bad. 22 people were shot in Chicago. 4 died. That's a lot of lead flying. That was Chicago. And one of the biggest cities there is against guns. You can't have them. But yet they still managed to do that. Thought you might want to do that. Megyn Kelly is telling Tucker Carlson that he should launch his own network. It'd be great for America, she says. Of course, we all know that X has gotten behind him, or Twitter, and promoted his show. He's doing quite well with that. And as Megan points out, the networks are a thing of the past. It's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
You do it without a major network behind you. Well, they didn't like us, number one.
We told the truth and talked about God. That's
Here
all
we
right.
are.
The Lord Jesus Christ is keeping everything going.
He sure is. But do expect that. Things are changing. These giants that once were of your news outlets aren't what they used to be. People don't turn to that. They're not, well, what's the word? They're not trusted like they used to be.
That's right.
They're
bought and paid for.
Opinionated. And you'd go, wait a minute, that don't sound right. And it's affecting them. Go ahead, Tucker Carlson. We're behind you. We do hope the show works out great. What's that other guy that does the big one there, the morning show, talk show that's huge? What's his name? Oh, Scotty Ray.
Yeah. I say we get with Trump buy a network, and put the Scotty Ray and Odie show and Tucker Carlson.
Call him. You got his cell number, I think.
I do. I'll give
See
him
what
a
becomes
ring.
of that.
Yeah, see
Joe
if we can't
Rogan
do
is
that.
another big one
Joe
that I was
Rogan.
referring to that isn't on
Yep.
those networks. Spotify picked him up, and he goes across it. So we'll see. We'll see if Trump's interested.
Anybody want to buy a network for us?
Yeah, somebody buy one. I was really shocked that Trump did not buy one. But it is changing, and it
don't
will
think he
not
could.
be in the future. You're probably right, blocked.
Now, once he gets out,
Yeah.
then he can.
But you will see to where it's going to be a change in network and how news is done over the next few years. It's as Sam Cooke saying, a change is coming.
And we're leading the way.
Here we go. Boogie there, boogie there. Odie, it's the end of our time. We got to pack up our toys and go make more coffee because I need another 2 or 3 cups.
Yeah, I need at least one more good one. But hey, we're going to be here tomorrow in 23 hours. Remember, this is
The day that the Lord hath made.
the day that the Lord hath made.
We shall rejoice. And
And
what was
be
the rest of
blessed in it.
I love that song as a
I
kid.
tell you what, amen. And talk about if you want to change your life, there's only one way to change your life, and that is to invite the Lord Jesus Christ into your heart and ask Him to forgive you for your sins. Just like I have to do every day because I am a sinner, but I aim to be like Him. Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate every one of y'all coming and spending your Tuesday morning with us. We'll see you in 23 hours. Until then, have a blessed day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.